We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today, baseball. As we get closer and closer to the start of college football season, which we will get our first games on Saturday. Free pick videos will start rolling out for those tonight because I'm going to be talking Iowa State, Kansas State in a free pick video tonight. Maybe even a future video on a MAC school. So there you go. I got a couple of things up in the works. But baseball for right now. We're also not that far away from regular season NFL, which is really where we're going to take off. But before we jump into today's card, I, for some reason, just cannot get a winning day. Yesterday was down like not even a unit, but it's just kind of frustrating. Started off loser with the Cubs first game, minus 120, just loser. Second game gets rained out. So there's a doubleheader today. I will tell you guys right now, we're not betting either one of them because starting pitching is kind of weird. There's starting pitchers for the second game, but there's not for the first game. So not capping those because so have fun with those. We'll talk about every other game. I did get the Tigers run line. That one was a real sweat as the Tigers win 10-0. Blue Jays, of course, can't beat the Pittsburgh Pirates. So that wasn't fun. Now, when I was on my hot streak, certain plays would go my way. I'm not on a hot streak right now. I had the under 8.5 in the Orioles-Red Sox game. That game went into the ninth inning 4-1. 2 runs in the top half, 2 runs in the bottom half, and there goes my under. I got the Colorado Rockies, though, plus 2.5 runs. Man, I wish I took their money line because they won outright. I believe that was a 4-3 game. The Angels couldn't take advantage of the Cincinnati Reds being in a very shitty position. They lose that game. And the Guardians behind Gavin Williams takes the nightcap versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Once again, I was down less than a unit, but I think that's like 3 or 4 losing days in a row. Like it's starting to it's been a really rough run the past 3 weeks to a month area. So just kind of a rough one, but we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat, and then we'll go from there. The Padres are totally unreliable. Every time I bet on them, they tank. They are my bad luck charm. Here's the key, Robert. Ready? Stop betting Padre games. There you go. Stop betting them. Hey, buddy. Have a great show. Hey, Dad. How you doing? Let's go Mets. But hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Morning, Tim. How are you? I'm doing all right. Hopefully we can have a winning day today. Even though the Angels lost, I would still bet them in that spot again. I would 100% still bet them in that spot again too. I 100% agree. Unfortunately, it just did not work out this time. So we will not be talking over the Cubs and the Brewers, which can we just say congratulations, Brewers, on winning the division? I'm gonna we're going to congratulate the Blue Jays, the Tigers, the Phillies, and the Brewers. They've all won the division. Nobody's blowing those leads. Jesse in the chat saying, "Do you like the Brewers' first game?" I'll be honest. I'm looking at the thing. It says TBD versus TBD. So I am not going to be talking over that game. Let's quickly take a look. I don't have it typed up either. Although MLB has it as Chad Patrick versus Matthew Boyd. So no, Dixie, I cannot. I'm not doing it. Dixie, just to let you know, I'm not stupid. Just to let you know. I'm not going to say that name. Blue Jays money line today. We will talk about that game. That'll be the third game we talk about. Tim, any thoughts on the Astros game against the Tigers? We'll talk about that game in a little bit. That'll be the second game we talk about. I still won't do it. Gotcha. Let's start off with the Cardinals and the Marlins. The Marlins are minus 140 with a total of 8 in this game. It's McGreevy taking on Edward Cabrera. McGreevy this year, 9 appearances, 8 starts. The one start was 5 2/3 against the Mets, so pretty much a full start there. 4-2 record with a 4.41 ERA, 51 innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 7 walks, and 28 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we get Edward Cabrera. Cabrera's made 21 starts this year, a 6-6 record with a 3.34 ERA and 113 1/3 innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 38 walks, and 120 strikeouts. I am 100% giving Cabrera the pitching advantage in this one. Although I do think McGreevy is going to be a solid piece in that rotation for a while, or he's going to eventually get there. He's not there quite yet. And Cabrera's been great. Hitting advantage, I believe, is with Miami. 104 WRC plus compared to 100. So hitting and pitching advantage, both with the fish. To start it off, let's go and take a look at line movement, and then we'll go from there. The line has not moved towards the fish, though, from minus 150 to minus 140. So not entirely where that we want that line movement to be. And with more of the money coming on the Marlins and the line moving towards the Cardinals, if the Marlins didn't have hitting and pitching advantage, probably would go towards the Cardinals here. But because of that, we're gonna end up staying off this game to start it off. Show me. I appreciate you following along with K-Fork. Appreciate you guys following the stream. Trying to hit 1,300 followers on TikTok. Where are we at right now? I'm pulling up. We're at 1,261. Let's see if we can get to 1,300 followers. So make sure you guys are following the TikTok if you have not already. Texting back mom real quick. There we go. But yeah, make sure you guys are following. Anyways, and then over to the YouTube chat. St. Louis over 8. I could see the over here. I can. Is Stowers playing? No, he is not. Stowers is on, I think, the 15-day, which sucks. I want to see Stowers healthy. Damn, I hit the share button. There you go. Well, hey, Brad, now we'll talk about your Astros. And this game should be a blast tonight because you get Hunter Brown and Tariq Skubal. Holy shit. This could be fun. Hunter Brown is one of the pitchers that's actually going to give like a competitive for Cy Young in terms of Skubal and Boston's pitcher. Crochet, thank you. 24 starts for Mr. Brown, 10-5 record with a 2.45 ERA, 143 innings pitched, 39 earned runs, 42 walks, 164 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we get Tariq Skubal, who's been amazing. 2.42 ERA, 24 innings pitched, 11-3 record, 152 1/3 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 23 walks, and 190 strikeouts. Tariq Skubal's got the pitching advantage. We're not going to get anything twisted there. Hitting advantage, you got Houston versus lefties, who is number 2 in baseball, 114 WRC plus, only behind the Yankees and the Blue Jays. The Tigers against righties are 104 WRC plus, so hitting advantage goes towards the Houston Astros. In terms of line movement, this line has been moved towards the Astros in this game from plus 150 to plus 140. And that should be with more money is coming in on the Tigers. But here's how we're going to start off the day. Here's our first. Lansing's asking, what's your first play? Here's my first play of the day. Give me H-Town. Give me the Houston Astros. We'll take their money line at plus. I can get 140. Did I see 145 or am I just going crazy? No, it was 135. Plus 140 Houston Astros over the Detroit Tigers. Hitting and market edge for Houston. Well, there you go, Lansing. There's your first play. Is the Houston Astros. Bang, bang, Strogang. Yes. Can the Astros go into the playoffs? They should. That there's zero reasoning for them not to. Reds make the playoffs. Padres, Dodgers, Phillies, Seattle, San Fran, Boston, Detroit. Where's Houston? Houston's currently minus 1,100 to make the playoffs. If y'all don't make the playoffs, that's embarrassing. Like that's fireable stuff if you guys miss the playoffs. But we'll go ahead and head to the next game. What's this? Kyle Stowers may be out for the season, whoever asked, which sucks because, man, he was a lot of fun to watch. But we'll head to Pittsburgh, where the Pirates and the Blue Jays are going to go after it. You got Max Scherzer taking on Mitch Keller. Max Scherzer this year has pitched in 10 games. He's pitched in more than 10 games. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only pitched in 10 games this year. That's weird. I feel like I've seen this name a lot more. A 3-2 record with a 3.83 ERA, 54 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 12 walks, and 52 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you get Mitch Keller, who has been 24 starts, a 5-10 record, a 3.86 ERA, and 137 2/3 innings pitched, 59 earned runs, 107 strikeouts, 37 walks. I am giving the pitching advantage to Scherzer. Barely. It's not a comfortable one. And hitting advantage when Pittsburgh is second to last, it's towards Toronto as well. So Toronto's got both hitting and pitching advantage in this game. Let's see if the line movement kind of tells us that. Not really. Line jumped all the way up to 150. It started at 140, jumped up to 150. Now it's at 147. Not really enough for me to want to go after the Blue Jays in this game. I like the pitching matchup. And with the money, and the way the money is, it makes sense. The lines, well, it doesn't make sense. I feel like Pirates could be an interesting spot, but with hitting and pitching advantage, no thanks. Blue Jays minus 1.5 plus 115 for Robert and the team total over. I don't know. I like Keller. Like Keller's been good this year. He allowed 6 earned runs, but that was to Milwaukee. But other than that, he's been pretty good this year. But Blue Jays have been hitting. So now, if you want free money, go bet the Nationals. Okay. We got the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals up next, which means I don't get to watch the Mets game. We have to listen to it. Mets are minus 195 with a total of 9 in this game. David Peterson versus Jake Irving. David Peterson this year, 23 starts, a 7-5 record with a 3.3 ERA. He's coming off of back-to-back bad starts where he allowed 4 and 6 earned runs to Cleveland and Atlanta. So he's not been pitching great as of late, but he's got 136 in the third innings pitch, only 50 earned runs this year, 49 walks, and 117 strikeouts. Yes, he has the pitching advantage over Jake Irving. I will say Jake Irving, I believe, does have a not that start. Yeah, Jake Irving, in a start against the Mets in April, went 7 1/3 innings of 1 earned run. I remember that game because that was a game that the Mets ended up hitting against the bullpen and then blowing it. That was a 5-4 win by the Nationals, but I remember that one. 25 starts, an 8-7 record with a 5.14 ERA and 140 innings pitched, 80 earned runs, 47 walks, and 94 strikeouts. Pitching advantage is 100% with the Mets. Hitting advantage, you got the Nationals are facing off against a lefty, which they're hitting 84 WRC plus. Mets against righties is, ready for this one, number 2 in baseball. The Mets versus righties at 115 WRC plus. Top team against righties, Arizona, who is still up there, which is crazy. So Mets have both hitting and pitching advantage. The line is moving towards the Mets from 185 to 195. No, it's not a cash cow because the Mets are on the road. But I am going to grab the Mets if the line is not totally crazy with the run line. I'm seeing minus 120. I don't know if that's worth it. That's not worth it. I'm going to end up passing on the game, but it's a lean towards the Mets, if anything. Pack and play. Appreciate you following the TikTok. Let's go Mets. Mets team total over 5.5 and the over 9. There you go. Don't let someone from Bloomington, Minnesota shove against you, Mets. Right? Nationals Park is high scoring. I can see that. Yeah, yes, it has been this year. So, yeah, why not? And then 7 times. Appreciate you following the TikTok. We're slowly getting up there in the TikTok. So that's now 1263. So make sure you guys are following over on TikTok. Anyways, let's keep on rolling. And the Phillies are ginormous favorites today. Minus 200 versus Seattle. It's Christopher Sanchez, and I think it makes sense that it's a thing because it's Bryce Miller pitching for for Seattle, which he has not pitched since June. So he's coming back after not pitching for a while, at least up in the majors. 2-5 record for him with a 5.73 ERA in 10 starts, 48 and 2/3 innings pitched, 39 strikeouts, and a 1.54 whip. I had to grab those numbers off of MLB. Christopher Sanchez has the pitching advantage in this one because he's just that much better right now. 24 starts, a 11-4 record with a 2.45 ERA, 150 and 2/3 innings pitched, 41 earned runs, 36 walks, 157 strikeouts. And if I remember right, with his teammate going down, Christopher Sanchez is now the second best odds to win the Cy Young Award at plus 280. Currently, Paul Skeens is minus 425. He's going to win it, and Tariq Skubal is probably going to win it as well at minus 250. Are there any races that are actually still close? Isaac Collins is now favored to win Rookie of the Year, and Judge is still minus 140 to win MVP. Ohtani is minus 20,000. God, can we get somebody else? That's annoying. Anyways, so pitching advantage is with the Philadelphia Phillies here. In terms of hitting advantage, it's Seattle against lefties, and Seattle is 104 WRC plus against lefties. Philly against righties is 107. So Philly has both hitting and pitching advantage in this one. And the line's moving towards the Phillies. The total's high enough. I think I'm starting to see some 8.5s. Money's there. We're gonna grab the Phillies today. I hate it, but we're gonna grab the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line here, as long as it's not stupid. Nope, I can get plus money for it. So sign me up for the Phillies, and if they don't cover the run line, I hope they lose. But I'm going to have the Phillies because the Mariners are useless to us. Mariners are useless. But hitting, pitching, and market edge is all with Philly. Seven times asking Tigers. Yes, I'm on the Tigers today. No, sorry. Tigers are against the Astros. I'm on the Astros today. Sorry about that. Damn, Tim, do you know who's pitching? Bryce Miller. Plus 115, good CLV. Yeah, cash cow. Phillies team total over. Phillies have the second best odds to win the World Series. Unfortunately, they do. And they're going to win the division. That's practically a lot. What's their odds to win the division right now? Like, that's got to be... They're minus 800 to win the division. Yeah, the only divisions that are... there's only one division that's close right now. Houston's minus 165. Everybody else is minus 400 or bigger. Oh, sorry, minus 295 or bigger. The next, it's Houston, 165, and then Toronto's 295. So not even like the Dodgers are closer, and that's a minus 400. But anyways, we'll keep on rolling because we've got some action for the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Tomoyuki Sugano is going up against Walker Buehler. Sugano this year has been consistent. 23 starts, a 10-5 record with a 4.13 ERA, 126 and a third innings pitched, 58 earned runs, 30 walks, and 182 strikeouts. So he's been consistent enough. Walker Buehler's been awful, so Suganu is going to get the pitching advantage. Buehler this year, 21 starts, a 7-7 record, a 5.43 ERA, and 106 innings pitched, 64 earned runs, 50 walks, and 78 strikeouts. So pitching advantage is going to go towards Suganu. Hitting advantage should be Boston, if I remember right. And I did not remember right because Baltimore actually has the hitting advantage in this one, 103 to 101. So Baltimore is both hitting and pitching advantage over the Red Sox here. And the line is moving towards Boston. So we're going to end up staying off of that one. It makes sense with the line moving the way it is. Although I do kind of want to go towards the under here. The line's moving towards the under, and all the money's coming in on the over. I'm not going to do it just because they burnt me yesterday, but it's a lean towards the under this one. Austin's asking Phillies, Mets, Blue Jays. I'm on the Phillies. I leaned Mets. You know what? I'm going to take the Mets here. I'm going to just grab the minus 120. I don't care. I feel like the Phillies Mets race is going to end up getting pretty similar to Mets Braves in 2022, where both of them are going to win a bunch down the stretch now. Mets have hitting, pitching, market. Game 1, Braves, Cubs, Nerfy. I'll be honest, I have no clue who the pitchers are, so I didn't cap it. Mets team total over seems good. I like that. Yeah, I would like that. And then over to the YouTube chat, Baltimore. The line movement's telling me Boston, but all my other numbers are saying the other thing. Any good hitting matchups on Baltimore versus Buehler? There shouldn't be. Actually, there could be. No, the most at bats somebody's had is Carlson. Has 5 at bats. Has 2 home runs against him in 5 at bats. Who's that? Dylan Carlson. You should see him in the lineup. For some reason, he's got good numbers. Yeah, 3 for 5 with 2 bombs. So, Phillies, Mets, parlay. Go for it. Tim, do you know who's playing in the NFL on Saturday? I have not even looked yet. My last name's Carlson. There you go, Robert. All right. It's a sign. Go for it. This was a fun game yesterday. The Chicago White Sox beat the ever-living shit out of Spencer Strider and the Braves at plus 200 dogs. Anyways, that was freaking hilarious to watch. Anyways, Shane Smith taking on Bryce Edler, which now that Bryce Edler's not placing the Mets, he'll look human again. But Shane Smith, 15 starts, a 3-5 record with a 3.38. This will be he missed some time. But 74 and a third and 2/3 innings pitched, 28 earned runs, 32 walks, and 68 strikeouts for the All-Star from the White Sox. Now, Bryce Edler has 19 starts with a 4-9 record with a 6.12 ERA and 100 innings pitched, 68 earned runs, 38 walks, and 81 strikeouts. Pitching advantage towards Shane Smith. I would say that confidently. Hitting advantage with Atlanta because the White Sox can't hit anything. So split down the middle. Let's see what we're going to get. It's right here. The line's moving towards the White Sox. Show me a bunch of money on the Braves. A bunch of money's on the Braves. Who wants a ugly dog today? Give me the White Sox. Give me Chicago. South side. I can get them at plus 142. So let's go ahead and jump on the White Sox here. G. Scott's asking about the Jays. I did not bet that game. It just wasn't enough value for me to really want to bet that one. Pitching and market edge for Chicago White Sox. So now we got 4 plays, and all but one is plus money. Love it. What was the final score for that game? the White Sox game. It was, I believe, 13-9. Yeah, 13-9. But that's very deceiving. That's very deceiving. Because at one point in that game, it was 13-5. So at one point in that game, it was 7-0. But anyways, we'll stop making fun of the Rays. You got the over. I don't know if I could really do that. Yeah, Elder, a fade. I might bet White Sox at plus 140. I'm with you. I'm already on the White Sox. Let's head to this one, which is a very interesting line. Because you got Carlos Rodon taking on Shane Baz. It's Yankees-Rays. The Yankees are only minus 120 with a total of 8. Yankees coming off of a much-needed 3-game sweep and winning 5 out of their last 6. So the Yankees are starting to heat up again. They'll be fine for the playoffs. Because I believe now they're all tied. Seattle, Boston, and Yankees are all tied for the top wildcard spot. So that's fun. But this is a Yankees team that's heating up now. Rodon, 3.27 ERA in 25 starts, a 12-7 record, 146 and 2/3 innings pitched, 53 earned runs, 48 walks, and 164 strikeouts. So he's looked solid enough. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like he's the best pitcher on the Yankees this year. I feel like Rodon's the best pitcher on the Yankees this year. On the opposite side, you got Shane Baz, 24 starts, an 8-9 record with a 4.93 ERA, 135 innings pitched, 74 earned runs, 50 walks, 140 strikeouts. So, pitching advantage does go towards the Yankees. Hitting advantage, Tampa Bay versus lefties, not good, 81 WRC plus. Yankees versus righties, 4th in baseball. So the Yankees have hitting and pitching edge in this game. Let's see where the line's going. The line's not going their way. It opened up at like even one. It went up to. It started at 140, and it dropped to 120. So if the Yankees didn't have pitching and hitting edge, this would be a Rays spot for me. I still really want it to be, but it's not going to. This one's going to end up being a pass. But man, I wanted to bet the Rays. Yeah, you got bad CLV on that one. Good luck today, my peoples. Good luck to you too, Stop Geo. I feel like 8 is a low total for this ballpark, which makes me want to take the under. But I didn't touch it. And then Keith Work in the TikTok chat saying, I don't like the Rays versus lefties. Another reason why I'm not betting them. They don't have hitting or pitching edge, so I don't blame you. So let's keep on rolling. We got 6 games left. We got the Rangers and the Royals. It's a pick'em in this game with a total of 8.5. I like this pitching matchup. We got Merrill Kelly and Seth Lugo. So that should be a fun pitching matchup. 25 starts for Merrill Kelly this year with a 9-7 record, an ERA sitting about 3.5, maybe a little bit short of 3.5, because he's playing for 2 different teams. So I have to kind of do the math. 144 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowing up 54 earned runs and 44 walks and 136 strikeouts. Merrill Kelly, he was like the only big starting pitcher at the deadline, and he's made his home there. So there you go. Seth Lugo, 23 starts, an 8-6 record, 3.77 ERA and 131 1/3 innings pitched. 55 earned runs, 46 walks, and 110 strikeouts. And I will say, since signing his extension, he's sucked. 13 earned runs in 8 innings since signing that extension. I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Mr. Merrill Kelly in this game. Hitting advantage is ugly because both of these two teams are bottom 6 in baseball. 95 WRC plus for Texas, 92 for Kansas City. So Texas has hitting and pitching edge in this game. I have a feeling I want to go after a total though. So let's go look at the line movement. I could get behind the total here. I'm going to end up doubling up on this game. I'm going to double up on this game. We're going to go and start it off by grabbing the Texas Rangers on the money line at minus 105. It looks like minus 105 because they got hitting, pitching, and market edge in this one. hitting, pitching, and market edge. Then we're also going to go ahead and grab the under in this game. I love this pitching matchup. These two teams are bottom in the league for hitting against righties. Both teams are bottom 6, and I love the pitchers, so we're going to grab the under here too. Both teams bottom 6 in MLB versus right-handed pitcher in for WRC plus. So Rangers and the under. K Fork is saying Yankees run line's my bet. Go for it. Texas, I like it. Dang, Texas missed the playoffs. Yeah, good chance they're going to. Yeah, they probably will. Let's keep on rolling. Athletics and the Twins, two teams that are tanking. Twins minus 135. That's how you really could tell that the teams are tanking because the Twins are favorited. 8.5 total with a minus 135 for the Twins. Joe Ryan and Jacob Lopez, which Jacob Lopez, let's get this straight. Holy shit, has he had a month. Over the last month, he's allowed 14 hits. I would let you know his earned runs, but he has not had an earned run in his last 4 starts, which is absolutely sick. And I feel like that's something that you could, I don't know. 19 appearances, 15 starts, a 6-6 record, a 3.3 ERA, and 84 and 2/3 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 30 walks, 103 strikeouts. He was traded over from the Tampa Bay Rays, and he's been phenomenal. Joe Ryan, though, I feel like you're going to have to give him the pitching advantage here. 24 appearances, 24 starts, 12-5 record, 2.72 ERA, 139 innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 27 walks, 153 strikeouts. He's been really freaking good. I am going to give the advantage to Joe Ryan. And yes, I know I just mentioned Jacob Lopez and his crazy run right now, but no. In terms of hitting, Twins against the lefty is, I don't think that's good. Yeah, 92 WRC plus. Athletics have always been good at hitting, 106 WRC plus for them hitting. So hitting advantage does go towards the Oakland Athletics in this game. I feel like this is another game that I could see an under. Let's see what what we're doing here. No, I don't like an under. The line's gone from 8 to 8.5. And the line's kind of moving towards Oakland. That makes sense. I'm gonna grab the Athletics here. I like the spot for it. So let's grab the Oakland Athletics here. 120 plus 120 with the Oakland Athletics. Afternoon. What's up, Untouchable? Successful Gavin Williams Day. Nerfy and Cleveland Moneyline. I like it. Do you have any Nerfy leans today outside the obvious scuba one? Hear me out. What's stopping me from thinking that Scooble and Hunter Brown both get hit today? And taking it over. I feel like that could be interesting. I can't believe you can bet the Little League World Series. They're 12 years old. What? Who would ever bet the Little League World Series? What are the odds? Little League World Series. Let's bet Hawaii. Hawaii's minus 410 today. Man, minus 410, minus 1900, minus 280. That's fun. Let's just parlay all the favorites. And you can get minus 129 if you parlay all the favorites. I'm joking. Let's not bet on 12-year-olds. Although, I have before. Anyways. Damn, do you know Honey ending if 100-round pitch today? Almost English, Brad. You're getting there. Nerfy, Minnesota, and Chicago Cubs game 1. I feel like Cubbies both games, but I did not bet those. So Austin's asking Boyd strikeouts. Boyd, is he pitching game 1 or game 2? I think he's pitching game 2. Versus Woodruff, that could be a fun matchup. The only thing is, does Boyd strike out a lot, strike players out, and does Milwaukee's strikeout rate's 20% against lefties. It's not one of the higher ones that you would want to go after. Then where did it go? Oh, I'm looking at it. Never mind. Strikeouts 5, 3, 8, 2, 6, 6. Maybe, but I'm not going to trust that. For real, Scooble had a couple of games where he got smacked up. Honestly, why not? Why not take? I'm very tempted. Everybody's going to see that Hunter Brown versus Tariq Scooble. I'm very tempted to grab an over in that game. Very tempted. They have him listed game 1. I have him for 4+ Ks and the Nerfing game 1. He's better at home. I hope he does well. I want to see the Milwaukee Brewers start to lose because they drive me nuts. But I didn't bet either one games because when I started the card, the pictures were all kind of messed up. Orioles money line versus Bueller. I kind of leaned that way. I didn't bet it, but I kind of leaned that way. Baltimore, yep, and Dylan Carlson home run. Let's get these wins. Let's do it. Do you know how many strikeouts Hunter Brown will have? Well, he'll have a couple. I don't really bet player props all that often. Last couple starts 4, 5, 6, 5, 7, 8, 3, 8, 9, 4. So he's been doing enough. Thanks for my fellow crazy psychopath, Nick. Rocky's money line, never in doubt last night. Man, Untouchables continuing the minus 300 fade that Nick loved when he was here. I love to see it. I had the 2.5. I did not have the cojones to bet the money line. I really wish I did. I would have had a profitable night. But either way. Speaking of, let's talk over those Rockies and Dodgers. Although yesterday was a clear Rocky spot just because you had the Padres coming off the series and the sweep versus the Padres. Now might not be as good of a spot. Sheehan versus Gomber. Sheehan's been interesting this year. He's got only 8 appearances, 6 of them starts, a 3-2 record, a 3.86 ERA, 35 innings pitched, 15 earned runs, 13 walks, and 37 strikeouts. He's been okay, but it's like we haven't really seen much from him. Gomber has been awful. We're not going to sugarcoat that one. 6 starts, or he has had more than 6 starts, but he's getting blown up every single time he pitches. Pitching advantage, Dodgers. Hitting advantage, Dodgers. I'm not even going to look up the numbers because it's kind of obvious. In terms of line movement, is there anything we can get invested in? No, not really. Because I think in order to bet the Dodgers today, which the Dodgers are getting a shit ton of money, honestly, if I can get plus 2.5 runs with the Rockies again today at plus money, I might go and grab it again. Man, the plus 1.5 is plus 165. I can get plus 170 on a plus 1.5. I can get plus 115 on plus 2.5. Part of me wants it. I can get minus 115 on a plus 3. That's insane. If I'm going to grab a 3, I'm just going to grab the 2.5 at plus money, though. Damn. I'm going to do it again. Give me the Rockies plus 2.5. Because, real quick, who do the Dodgers have next? Upcoming games. Yeah, for sure. Here's the deal. The Dodgers have the next 3 days versus Colorado. I'm going to grab the Rockies plus 2.5 every single game of the series. Here's why. After that, the Dodgers get to go back to San Diego, play 3 against San Diego, and then they go and play Cincinnati. So those are 6 games that are going to be meaningful. And this is the game that they kind of put it on cruise control. They may even split the series. Give me the Rockies here, plus 2.5. Rockies plus 2.5 every game in the series. That's just going to be a blind bet at night. So there you go. Chicago and Colorado both covered run lines. I had the White Sox I did not have the White Sox last night. There you go. Tim, I'm going to the for the Rockies. Let's go. Makes sense. Gombert fade. Rockies first 5. And then A. Marsh in the chat saying White Sox could win again today against Edler, or at least go over their team total. Edler is ass. I'm on the same page with you. I have the White Sox at plus 142. So I'm in there with you. I'm right there with you. Let's do it. 3 games left. We've got the Reds and the Angels. Hunter Green taking on Kyle Hendricks. The Reds minus 125, 8.5. Green has pitched now. This will be his second time after coming off the IL. In his first start, he did all right. I mean, he went 6 shutout innings, allowing 3 hits. And it was against a pipsqueak team. Oh, no, it was against the Phillies. Very, very impressive. But I banged my computer. Anyways, but I can't give him. I can't pop him up so much because he's not pitched a lot this year. On the opposite side, you got Kyle Hendricks, who has not been as great, but 23 starts, a 6-8 record, 4.88 ERA with 120 innings pitched, 65 earned runs, 28 walks, and 82 strikeouts. I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Hunter Green, but it's only because Kyle Hendricks didn't deserve it. Hitting advantage, I believe, is with Cincinnati as well. Cincinnati 99 WRC plus. Angels sitting below them at 98. So hitting and pitching advantage both with the Reds, which makes sense. Let's see where the line movement's heading. Line movement's heading towards the Angels because the line opened up around 140. Now it's down to 125. So this one's going to be a stay away. A. Marsh is saying, give me the Angels at plus money or pass. At this point, that's kind of the only spot I could see. So there you go. And then at work, can't talk so much. Shake my head. Green, 7.5 strikeouts. Sure, go for it. The team that strikes out a lot, the Angels. And Darius says Reds. I'm not going to talk you off of them, but 2 games left. Giants, Padres. Padres are minus 200 with a total of 8. We got Tang taking on Pivetta. Here's the deal. Am I going to break down Tang's numbers? No. He's pitched 10 innings. He's allowed 11 earned runs. He has not been good. And they're 1-2 in his starts. So I'm not pitching advantage Nick Pivetta. 100% Nick Pivetta pitching advantage. 24 starts, 12-5 record. A 12-4 record. I'm just going to say Nick Pivetta has gone way under the radar this year. Did anybody know that he has a sub-3 ERA at 2.87? 141 and 3rd innings pitched, 144 strikeouts, 45 earned runs, 35 walks at 12-4 record. Pivetta's been freaking awesome. And I feel like everybody's just kind of missing it. Now, Padres are minus 200, so you're going to have to get a run line for it. Let's see. Obviously, I think Padres hitting advantage, 104 WRC plus versus San Fran, who's sitting at 102. So hitting and pitching advantage, both with the Padres. And then in terms of line movement, the line moves from minus 135 to minus 235 to minus 200. The line's not moving towards San Diego at all, which sucks because I was actually going to look towards San Diego in this game. All the money's coming in on them. I'm not touching it. Not touching this game. I agree with Amash in the TikTok chat saying Padres should win, but not really any value on their money line. Yes, and on the run line, there's not much value either. So, pass on that one. Nerfy and San Diego money line. Put them together. Go Giants. Sure. Hate the fraud race though. I mean, they're better than the I like them more than the Dodgers. I like them more than the Braves and Phillies, obviously. I don't hate the Padres like that, though. Pirates money line free. I would never say it's anything's free, but I'm not interested in the Pirates today. Guardians, D-backs, final game of the card. Tanner Bibby taking on Eduardo Rodriguez. Bibby this year has pitched in 24 games, a 9-9 record, 4.54 ERA, and 136 2/3 innings pitched, 69 earned runs, nice, 42 walks, and 124 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we have Rodriguez, who's been awful this year since signing his contract. I'm surprised the Diamondbacks didn't try to offload him a little bit because 21 starts, a 5-7 record with a 5.4 ERA and 110 innings pitched, 66 earned runs, 41 walks, 111 strikeouts. He has not been good at all. So there's that. Pitching advantage, Cleveland. Hitting advantage, Cleveland versus lefties is not good. 79 WRC plus. D-backs against righties, number 1 in baseball. So you got that. And the line's moving towards Arizona. So here's what we're going to do at the end of the card. Where's the money coming in? Yeah, we're going to grab the to end the card, we're going to grab the Arizona Diamondbacks today. I like the price on it. And yeah, they're number 1 team against right-handed pitching. So we'll go ahead and take the Diamondbacks against the Guardians today. D-backs, number 1 in MLB versus right-handed pitching. D-backs, money line. Let's roll. Is that ish? He's saying Nats money line. I'm not going to talk you off of it. Although I'm on the Mets run line today. Everything kind of correlated that way. Mets have hit a pitching advantage. Mets are number 2 against righties in baseball. Nationals have not been playing well. I mean, neither have the Mets, but I did take the Mets run line today. So there you go. And back to the YouTube chat, and then we'll kind of head out from there. D-backs team total over. Sure. Any good hitting matchups for the Diamondbacks versus Bibby? Let's go look. No, nobody's faced him more than 3 times. The best players are Carroll, Gurriel, and Perdomo that are all 1 for 3. So, no, nothing of interest. I will say, Jose Ramirez, 27 at bats, a 259 average with 3 bombs. So there you go. But no. Any preseason leans for this week? Not yet. I will look at those day of. Off topic, but also biased that and WNBA Rookie of the Year has been Paige all season, even though the Mystics rookies been more dominant, in my opinion. I'll be honest, I have not even looked at the WNBA player props and stuff. I hope you hit whatever you bet, but I can't do it. 50% boost on DK on either Tigers money line to -115 or the Mets run line at +130. Either of the actually no, I'm on Houston today. So it would be Mets for me. What site do you use for line movement? I'll send you the link to them. I'm not. Oh wait, I'm not on Picks and Pro. I use Wager Talk. So there you go. I can see J-Ram going yard. There you go. You missed Brute. I don't talk over game 2s of double headers because I don't know what bullpen was used in game 1. I don't know what happened in game 1. If there was any injuries and all that stuff. If I'm going to bet a game 2, it's going to be I'm betting both games, and I'm just not betting those games today. Rodriguez sucks. J-Ram plus 500. Yeah, that's high. It's high. And I appreciate Shalami. Appreciate you following the TikTok. Make sure, guys, if you have not already, follow the TikTok. I'm going to put that in the link in the YouTube chat. Make sure you guys are going to go follow. Make sure you guys are following on TikTok, trying to make 1,300 followers there. But that's going to do it for today's edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one at 1:15. I'll see you guys then.